projeto has published literature books for children and for teenagers since 1992. I was at the Bologna Book Fair in 1995 when I first saw Gilgamesh the King by Ludmila Zeman. Our publishing house was relatively new at the time, but I had coincidentally been studying the myth in my master's degree, so I was really impressed personally and professionally. And then we bought the rights immediately. We have in our catalog 6 books by Ludmila, the 3 Epic of Gilgamesh, and also the 3 Simba books. The Gilgamesh trilogy is in the 5th edition, and we already sold the 3 books for different government programs all over the country. I remember that only in 1999 we sold 108,000 books, which means 36,000 of each of the 3 books for public schools in a national reading program. The Sinbad books had 1 edition at first, and later we had a 2nd edition for Sinbad from the Tales of the Thousand and One Nights. We have now ran out of almost all of her books, so we are planning a new edition of Gilgamesh trilogy for next year. The stories and the characters that Ludmila chose to develop and to bring to books are universal, and consequently they arouse interest in readers of all ages. Regarding Gilgamesh, it was particularly remarkable as being the first book ever telling that story for children. And it produced a big impact in Brazilian market in the late 90s. I could say that the uniqueness of Ludmila's artwork is presented to readers in 2 ways. First, through the careful research work she reveals, bringing to the illustrations so many details that tell about history and not only a story. And second, the huge perspective from which she chooses to show her drawings as if they were a big scenery, being part of a film and being shown on a big cinema screen.